Luke with a little bit of everything. And today we're going to make Sous Vide steaks. This is a very special episode because it is Independence Day. And so what's more Independence Day than making steaks? So what I'm going to do is, I don't have one of those recyclers that you can get for like $100. I already spent money on my power cooker. It's like an InstaPot, but it's the same thing. So why not use that? Now the power cooker, it operates on the keep warm setting for 150, and I've seen online and done my research, and people have done this before. I couldn't find any YouTube videos though, so why not? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my steaks. I got sirloin steaks. I'm going to put them in my Ziploc bags. I'm going to suck out the air because you do want to suck out as much air as possible with a coffee stirrer. You can do it with pretty much any straw, but the thinner the better. I'm also going to season my steaks in my Ziploc bag with kosher salt. The coarser the better. I'm also going to use some minced garlic. I'd rather do fresh, but you know, this is all I had in the kitchen. And then some dried red peppers. So after I have all of this together, what I'm going to first do is I'm going to boil my water to get it up to the temperature. So then my timing is about right. And I'm going to boil it on the stove here and then pour it directly into my power cooker. Now, the question came up of why don't I just use a crock pot? Crock pot, even on its lowest, even keep warm settings, is about 200. And the keep warm setting on a InstaPot is 150. You do not want to go up to 200. 150 is pushing it, but I'm just gonna go with that. You want your sous vide steaks to be around anywhere between 135 to 150 for a medium steak. So the time on this is going to be about 45 minutes to an hour. So I'm going to get all this together and then continue. Vacuumed. The coffee stirrer did actually work really well. I got a nice vacuum on that, if you can see. Now I do have the water almost boiling on the stove. Now on my InstaPot, just to make sure that I'm maintaining the right temperature, I did set up my candy thermometer in it so that it can monitor that temperature. I am every about 10 minutes I'm going to stir the water around just to make sure that I get a nice even heat all the way through the steaks. The boiling water in there, it's been in there for about 2 minutes. I've been monitoring my candy thermometer, and it does look like it is staying at about 150. So I'm going to go ahead and put these steaks in here. Alright, here in about 45 minutes we're going to see how it turned out. My steak. I'm drinking an American beer while watching an American movie. I went ahead and got my pan ready for my steaks to come out, because after these steaks come out, the best thing to do is to pan fry it on a high heat. You can do it on a barbecue, but I prefer to do it on pan fry. And I have been monitoring the temperature the whole time. It did slip down to about 135, which is actually better than 150. But as long as it doesn't drop below 125, actually 120 is even okay, but 125, then we're okay. So we're still good. We're still holding the temperature. I've been stirring it about every 10 minutes or so. Just to keep that water circulating. And for my oil, I went ahead and went with bacon grease. You can do vegetable oil, you can do extra virgin olive oil, or whatever. I prefer bacon grease because it is Independence Day, and there's nothing more American than bacon grease. And these steaks look pretty good. So I'm going to go ahead and take these out. I'm going to do one at a time. Right. Oh, that red pepper smells really nice. Really, really good. Oh! Got some on the counter. Whatever. Okay. And what I'm also going to do is, just to make sure that we don't get sick, I'm going to check this internal temperature. Okay, this one's about 140. That's perfect. That is better than I had hoped. So I'm going to go ahead and, you want to pat this dry. You want to get this as nice and dry as possible. Do the other side as well. Okay. Just going to put this one to the side. Some of this water up. Okay. Get the second steak out. And turn that off. Oh. I don't want to cook it with the red pepper. Well, technically it already did cook with the red pepper, but I don't want to cook it anymore with the red pepper, let's say that. So, pat this one dry too. Turn it over. Get some of that garlic off. That is about what the steaks look like. They look pretty disgusting at this point. But that's what they're supposed to look like. So now we're going to go ahead and get them in the grease. Finish our steaks out. So here we go. Whoa. Hey Google. Set timer for 1.5 minutes.
All right, 1 minute and 30 seconds. Starting now.
A little darker than I wanted, but I'd say this came out pretty good. I got a little piece right here. See how it tastes. Actually, let's just take a piece off this. That's a good steak. Alright. Well, this was a success. I think that came out perfect. Oh, that red pepper. That's good stuff. Alright. Awesome. Well, anyway, to recap. InstaPot. Keep warm setting. Pan fry on high with bacon grease. A little bit of red pepper. Maybe not 3 pieces, maybe 2. Still really good. Alright. Have a good day, guys.